Frank the Unicorn. It's a machine learning data pipeline. Frank is a tool to predict pull request comments. Frank does not work very well yet. This is a stuffed animal. They are from England. They're a corgi. They're unrelated to Frank for the most part, except I'm going to be working on getting some old tests to pass, and that's sometimes kind of frustrating, so I wanted the stuffed animal to hang out with me this morning. Oof, I hope you all have some good coffee, because I'm going to need it. So send me your good coffee vibes through the internet, and we'll get this party underway. Cool. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, yeah, cool. It looks like the Twitch notification just propagated. Restream's been having some difficulty with their chat as of late, so I'm just going to manually go ahead and bring up the YouTube chat as well, because I don't super trust it. There we go. Looks like that's working. And let's bring up Twitch, just in case any friends join us there. And the chat's broken. Okay, cool. Looks like that's working. Okay, close a bunch of tabs. Yeah, wow, I've been doing a lot of different pieces of work lately. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and swap that over. This is unrelated, but we'll just keep closing. Ooh. Here's my intro-outro deck, so I'll talk about this. So Holden and Boo's super fun live stream. This is not Boo, but Boo's upstairs, so this is, I don't know if they have a name yet, Holden and a Corgi. Today we are doing a unicorn update. If you like this, definitely please ask questions, comment, and you can subscribe if you want to see more of it. I'm Holden. I'm a developer advocate at Google. I'm on the Spark PMC, but I work on a whole bunch of different things as well. And I'm trans, queer, Canadian, and part of the leather community. I'm here in America on an H-1B work visa. And Boo, he's my dog. She's amazing. She's a stuffed animal. She travels with me everywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out what the state of Frank is, though. And so that's going to be inside of this. It's called predict PR comments. Okay, work on BQL dumps. Interesting. Yeah. So this was the thing where I guess at the start of April or mid-April, I was working on getting this to not depend on some pieces for how we were doing the data extraction, and instead be able to directly work on some of the data that we can get out of BQL more easily. But, it wasn't all the way there. And so it compiles, but now comes the tests. So that's the real thing. And this, in addition to, simplifying things from the number of components involved, the other reason for doing this is it made it simpler to extract some kinds of data that I'm interested in having. It looks like this is SPT, so we'll just go ahead. Oh, run SPT. Run. Clean compile, test compile. I'll start there and see how it goes. Sorry about the video glitches. I don't super know what's going on with that. I thought the keyframe thing would do the trick. No. That's fine. Cool. Everything compiles. That's great. Let's go ahead. Let's run the tests, and then we'll get an idea of where it's broken. Because my memory's not that great. It's April. Alexa, what month is it?
The current month is May.
Yeah, okay, so, it's been a while. Okay, cool, so we have 6 failing tests. So, yeah, okay, so data fetch tests, that's the thing. let's maybe focus on that as just, if we do one test suite at a time, it's often easier to fix. So let's go ahead and get our data fetch. So Frank, sorry. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, wait. Okay, so that's the data fetch tests. So this is our standard input. Is this okay? So the test that's failing is which test failed? Live issue extraction. Okay. Live issue extraction. Okay. So here we give it this issue input list. We create a data set. Seems reasonable, and then we say these are the things that we expect out. Okay. And then it's saying I cannot resolve the columns from the tree node. Okay, so we're gonna comment out cleaning. Well, how do I want to do this? So issue input record. Let's go ahead. Okay, we have our data types. So issue input record. Okay, that is more or less what we would expect. And we have issue data fetch load input. Okay, let's go look at data fetch Scala. Issue, oh no. Issue data fetch Scala. Interesting. So yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I think that should do the trick. Let's go ahead and run that. Okay. So, okay, let's take a look at the git log on the issue data fetch, because I think that's going to be the answer to our question. Issue data fetch. Okay, yeah. And so I think, so we, yeah. So the difference is now we're more or less for like our for the outputs from BigQuery, we're going to be picking them up in Parquet. But for the purposes of doing testing, we'll just do this. sort of as is, and that should do the trick. Should do the trick. Okay, cool. So that worked. Cleaning the input. Okay. So one of the things I think I need to do that I don't remember off the top of my head is SBT show full stack trace. Set. So I think I set test options in now hopefully we'll get the full stack trace. Because normally, you know, you want it's cut, but then it didn't work. Alright, well, what's it saying? Cannot cast up lambda variable map object from string to int as it may truncate. This would help if I knew where this was happening. That's okay. Oh, damn it. No, oh. Did not pay enough attention to the random thing I read on Stack Overflow. Okay. Now I'll run test only, and we should get, so we get durations, and hopefully we'll get full stack traces too. Yay! Okay, cool. So this is happening inside of data fetch test, line 12. Cool. Well, at least that gives us a starting point to jump into the code. Line 12. No, that's just the test suite. Okay. Okay, data fetch test 76. Let's go data fetch test line 76. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So here are standard input list. Yeah, okay. And so if we go into data fetch, so there's load input, load JSON input, and then there's and that says option infer schema true. But I kind of think I want to do it with a specified schema, but I don't, because it looks like, based on this error, original position is string type, and it says it can't go from string to int. So let's look at original position. Oh, yeah, that is written as a string, but it definitely is an integer. So could be that our BigQuery query is not entirely correct, and it's we haven't cast this to being int inside of BigQuery like I would expect, so that would be a thing. So let's go ahead and do that. I think we've got like data extraction somewhere. I don't know. No, it's not def, that's something else. query is presumably that's the data extraction. Let me look at my git log. Oh, data extraction was in another repo. Cool. So working on a book, Introduction to ML with Kubeflow, and the data extraction stuff here. There we go. Yep. This makes sense. Okay. Yeah, it's not the branch I care about right now. So let's do a git push. Okay. Okay, April 18th. That looks like the one. Let's see if this is in there. No. Okay. Let's rebase this on master. Okay. Oh yeah, lovely. Actually, wait. Git rebase dash abort. Git pull. Okay, git rebase master. Yeah. Okay. Dataset.sh. Intro. Cool. That's fine. Okay. GitHub comments. Okay. GitHub comments query art. Oh, did I do this refactoring on? Damn it. I feel like I did. So strangely, I actually want to do this one. Because right, is that the one I want to do? From PR review comments filtered. Yeah. That's the one I want to do. I did some work on master that I really should have done in this branch, and so that's why this rebase is a little painful, but that's the joys of life, I suppose. Oof, okay, yeah. Wait, aren't these the same text? Wait, this one, yeah, we want the... This one, group by pull request URL. Group by pull request URL. It's the same, isn't it? Whatever. I guess there's nothing here ostensibly. Okay, dataset.sh, yeah. Yep, keep those to-dos, seems reasonable. And then dataset.sh. Update BQ are whatever. Not a good branch name, but like, meh. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to do before I got distracted. So these are the dumps. What I wanted to do here. So this is the standard input list. So what I wanted to do is look at, this is, I don't know what this is. This is pull requests, comment inputs. Okay, so GitHub comments query. Okay. Yeah, comment position is an N64. These should be coming out as N64s. Huh. Let's run it, see what happens. And by run it, I mean we're going to take this and we're going to run it in the BigQuery console on the internet. Yay, made of cheese, and then that'll hopefully give us something to figure out there. Okay, so BigQuery, like we can see what the types are more easily by running it, because like I am casting it to an N64, but like that doesn't mean a lot. Okay, BigQuery. BigQuery. Yeah, there we go. I should have that pinned. It's, oh, I am in the wrong account. That account does not have any money in it. Okay, so in our first select, okay, we're gonna do this. And I'm just gonna do that just for the sake of, I don't want to scan the world. Oof. Okay. Cool. Create a date, diff hunks. Comment position. These look like they're, yeah, okay, so let's go ahead, look at the JSON. Right, positions. No, so they are coming, that's the JSON representation shows them as strings. Huh. Huh. Well, that sucks. Okay, could just be the different representations. So let's not use infer schema, and instead we'll specify the schema strongly inside of data fetch. Okay. Okay. We have this in other places, so I'm gonna. I guess it might be an issue data fetch. I don't know. Is it in data fetch or is it? There's like some reflection magic that I do in one of them. Helper. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, weird. reflect. Okay, yeah. Maybe not though. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's inside of training pipeline, and that's a reflection with a camel case. Okay. So this is a little bit of a hack, but essentially I don't want to manually specify the schema. I've already specified the whatchamacallit, the type. Like I have a case class, and so what we'll do is we'll just tell it that the data that we're going to get is should match that. And it'll hopefully do the trick. And so then back in datafetch.scala, over here, specify that this is our schema, and instead of result comment data, it's comment input data. Yeah, okay, and then we go over here, and then, yeah. And so hopefully that'll do the trick. It'll give us schema, and then everything will be happy. Not a guarantee. Give it a shot. Okay, that's a no. Cannot resolve column name comment positions among. Oh, that's good. That's what we sort of expect. Or, I mean, it's not what we expect. Like, I don't. What's our BigQuery say? Comment positions. Okay, so I think I just changed the BigQuery and I didn't change the test to match that yet. So we can just do that really quickly. Comment positions. Oh no, that is. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So then the thing that I didn't change was my data type. That's just our. No, interesting. Wait, what? Oh, comment. Do we want that to be comments positions? Or should I think everything else that's just comment commit IDs? I think it should just be comment positions. Yes. So. Yeah. That's going to break a bunch of shit though. I'm using Emacs. I don't have fancy refactoring tools turned on. Okay, training pipeline. Pretty easy though, all things considered. This is just. Ooh, you made a beeping sound. Cool. Test running. Okay. What was my beeping sound from? I don't know. I don't see where the beep came from. Nothing on YouTube, nothing on Twitch, and nothing in Gmail. Those are the three things that beep in my life. So, oh, okay, whatever. Okay. Comment file paths, yeah. Comment file paths. Wait, what? What's it saying? Cannot resolve comment file path. Comment file path. It shouldn't be trying to resolve comment file path anywhere. Oh. Clean inputs data fetch line 104. Okay, that sounds like my bad. Comment file paths. Yes. Okay, yes. Comment positions. Yes. It's beeping rather loudly. That's a car outside. It wants me to know that it is having a bad day. Lovely. Comment. Text. Comment communities, comment positions, diff hunks, pull request URL, file path, pull patch URL. We do not have text. Okay, seems reasonable. Where is our requirement for text coming from? Data fetch line 105. Okay. I mean, yes, give or take. Wait, what? Oh man, maybe the coffee is not working yet. Comment text. This is coming, in theory, on line 105, right? Data fetch line 105, data fetch line 105. I don't see comment text. Ah, okay, yes, yes, yes. So we don't have the comment text here, which we do want. And, okay. So that's a thing. This comment here, this is I probably need a UDF. That's not super reassuring. Thought I had a UDF for that. That's okay though. Filtered input. Okay, so we don't have the comment. Oh, but we do have it right here. Okay, so we just didn't plumb it all the way through. Oh, wait, that can wait. Okay, someone calling me from San Ramon. I am in the middle of doing things on the internet. Okay, so then we just go ahead and comment. Okay, lovely. Compile that. Do that. Array index out of bounds. Cool. Okay. Data fetch test line 77. Okay, let's go back here into data fetch test. Line 77. Okay, well, that looks more or less sort of what we would expect. I mean, it's not overly surprising that cleaning the input data when we change the inputs is a little not working. So great. So that's good. We've got create our data set. That part worked out okay. But we're going to want to go ahead and sort of fix this. Well, first thing I want to do is let's see what the input data is. data is, because it could be getting thrown away with our schema that we added that made the types all work out, but now it's not super happy fun times. Okay, yeah, and so it's all just null. So this sort of makes sense why we're getting nothing out. So, okay. Load JSON input. Standard. List. Okay. Yeah, cool. Now I'll need to call those people back in a little bit. But okay, we're so pretty good. But everything is coming up as null. So that's not great. For sure. I think actually, for this testing, since we're doing one line per row reference style, this is probably what we want for the test. Nope, it's still coming up as null. So okay, if we look here, pull patch. Okay, I'm gonna do the same sketchy thing that I occasionally do, and that's just we're gonna note this down because I think it could just be a formatting issue with our tests, and it's not most exciting stuff. Okay, so standard input list. I'm gonna just give it a pull patch URL, and that's the only thing we're gonna bother populating. And we should get a pull patch URL out of this. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we did. So that's kind of cool. So that means that there's something inside of our JSON which is invalid but might not actually be invalid. So okay, it could be that our JSON dump is not in great shape for doing this test. That's sort of along the lines of what makes the most sense to me as a possibility. So let's go back to our, so this is, okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to we're just going to go ahead, take a record, and we're going to go ahead and extract that record. And sorry, by extract, escape Java string. Thanks, random freeformatter.com people. Okay, looks good. Let's run it. Oh, damn it. Okay. Pull patch URL. Could be the date. Sometimes dates are the bane of my existence. Let's go take a look at our data types. Is there a date in here? We don't really do anything with it, so I'm going to put a string there for just a minute and see what happens. Nope. Was not that. Okay. kind of sketchy, debugging, but let's try this. Okay, that's our starting point. I think actually we can check this is. Oh, this is mismatch parentheses. Interesting. So that's maybe the problem. Did I leave? Oh. Oh, except inside of that text, there's parens. So all bets are off, which makes sense. But what testing frameworks do you use? Well, so I'm biased, North Dakota. I use Spark Testing Base, and that's because it's for a variety of reasons. One of them is, like, realistically, I'm one of the co-authors of Spark Testing Base, so I use my own testing framework because I want to make it better, and so that's certainly part of it. Yeah. Oh, cool. It actually looks like, strangely enough, this is working. I'm not used to this actually working. So it looks like the YouTube chat is working, so that's very exciting. But yeah, Spark Testing Base is the one that I use for the most part. Alright, cool. So, looks like, yeah, create a date is fine. What are we failing to parse? What are we failing to parse? Oof. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, I don't... Okay. So, is it the diff hunks? Because I could see that being the thing where everything goes off the rails. Or it could also be the comment positions. I could see the nested data structure also being the thing that's going off the rails. So, let's try that. Here. Yeah, I'm running this on Spark. Right now I'm running it on Spark locally because I'm just doing tests on individual records, so I don't need a full Spark cluster. But yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So the diff hunks are fine. Interestingly enough. So that's not it. Maybe it is the comment positions. I could see that being the thing. That is all kinds of sadness. So let's go ahead and see if that's the part that's failing to parse. So then... Yep, okay, comment positions. That's the part that is the bane of my existence today. Okay, good though, we know what it is. And this, okay, so it looks like doing our schema there, only thing we did was, cause us to filter out the things which didn't match our schema. So Spark, string to int schema, string to int JSON, reading. So I feel like this should be getting like an int type out in Parquet, but it's not. Is there a Scala either type? I don't remember. Let's go find that. Yep, cool. We're going to switch this around. This is going to be raw comment position. Raw comment position, and that's going to be comment position. The JSON dumps from BQ have the comment cost as strings, even when cast to ints. Ints. Okay, and then what we'll go ahead and do is inside of data fetch.scala, or okay, comment. So we're gonna write a UDF here probably, called clean raw comment positions. Oh, sorry, I'm clean. UDF. I switch between Python and Scala, which is why my code looks a little funky pretty much all the time. Into either types and convert into ints. So input is going to be a sequence of raw comment position, and we return a sequence of comment position. Put.map. Either to int string int. So match. Sorry. Yeah. I don't remember Scala's case switch for some reason. Oh, okay, yeah. That's cool. Oh, let's just do Okay. Comment position to int. Pause dot original position. Pause dot position. Okay. It's fine. Okay. What? Oh. This is actually okay, I guess we'll go ahead and switch this to use this. So that gives us our concrete element, and so then instead try write concrete elements. Wait, what? Fuck. Oh no, that's the constructor. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. So I can't do it with that, I think. It's going to be left, right. Okay, so I think that's going to be the type signature. Huh. Oh, I guess it gets both types? Weird. Okay, and then I think I would say this is this is an interesting pattern match. Can I do this? Clean raw comment. Position schedule. There we go. Sequence of type. Comment. Can't spell for shit apparently, but that's fine. Data fetch tests. Damn it. So that was an interesting idea. Doesn't quite work. What about if we make this option I is type int case underscore doot this is going to become any opt students Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's... Wait, Scala match error, that's schema 4, okay. I mean, we could just make this... okay. Spark SQL either type. Schema either. Want to either I mean, we could make it a string and just always encode them into ints, but I only want to do that for the JSON data, and the problem is because the Parquet data shouldn't be giving us this weird type. I think it's an artifact of the JSON exporter. Spark SQL schema untyped fields. Okay, be right back. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, just want to say, yeah, okay, so let's, instead of that, let's give it type any, type any, type any. Yeah, I want to have, Well, how do I want to do this? Let's just make this strings for now. Stir to ints. Stir opt to int. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, there's no more match statement. That's why. Cool, and then again. LM. And so the reason we're doing a flat map is that we want to return none if we fail to parse, and so then we'll just throw away the value. Cool. Input is at least present. Comment, commit IDs, comment, file paths, comment text is all missing. Interesting. Comment positions. Oh, okay, yeah, we have to alias that because we applied a UDF to it. So, right. Wait. What UDF did I comment positions? Test.scala. And I think, yeah. Okay, let's double check. Pull. Great. Because if there was a second record in there, it would be, wouldn't be good. And then, because we're doing the one record per line encoding, implicitly runs this, runs that. Okay. Now, where are we? Okay, failed to execute user-defined job function, anonymous function, original position, new position, original position, new position. Oh yeah, looks like that's well, so comment positions are all null. So that's interesting. Right. Comment positions, original position. And if we go look at our data type, we have comment positions is the list of arrays, and that's original. new position. That's frustrating, sort of. What about if we make this, just throw this out there. Move this comment in here. And then we'll go back to data fetch. This is going to be a sequence of maps, string, dot get option, original position, get option, new position. Yeah, that's it. Just to get. Comment positions is still coming up as null. Why is comment positions coming up as null? Like, okay, comment positions, comment. So this one is comments positions because it's the old one. So this should be comment positions, yes? Yes. Okay, there we go. So all data dump, and it is called comment positions in our new version, right? Okay, so that's good. Let's go take a look over here at our BigQuery. It is indeed comment positions. Okay, cool. That's great. Sure. The commit IDs aren't the same because buttons, but that's fine. So my question is, though, if we go back here into data types, no. Okay. Positions, yes, keep that. Okay. And then on this, is it going to give us the same thing, or do we need to just put that map type there and bite the bullet? Comment. No, comment positions definitely coming through. All right. Okay. One thing that we're not getting is the comment text in this version of the dump, so that's a interesting query. Are we getting the comment text in our query? Sorry, yes. GitHub extract PQ. Text. Okay, no. We have to do get the comment text. So it makes sense that we're not seeing the comment text come through our pipeline. Okay. Okay, so if input is not equal to null, so this is just kind of a hack because else comments. Let's get a new Scala empty sequence. So it was failing sequence.empty, yeah. Empty. So that was because some of our data is going to be garbage for sure. I fucked that up. Okay, yeah, I did. Right. Let's go ahead and move that over there. Else, yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Was unable to execute our function interesting. Interesting generic roller schema. Original position, new position. Okay. Yes. New position. So it's saying you cannot execute this cast. So that's weird. Raw comments position. I think I don't. Whatever, let's just go back to the map type. I think it's not the nicest, but whatever. The map type works fine. Okay. Comment. Commit IDs. Okay, let's go take a look at our test here, data fetch test. And so those are the commit IDs that we're expecting to get out. Filtered input. I think we have a common is it data types, patch fetcher. I feel like I have a tool to do that I wrote before to strip these. Replace all. Looks like we got rid of it. Okay. Replace all. So instead of this being the process space limited comment IDs, let's see this inside of fetch Scala. So this is process. This is process commit IDs. Takes in this process. Commit IDs don't have quotes in them. our BQ. Oops. Okay. So then we'll go ahead, process commit ID as UDF. Actually, it's not so much a process paths UDF, so I'm going to rename process paths to process BQ string. Strip out the start and end quotes because I get nested quotes from BQ GHMs. And so that becomes, instead of, so this is process BQ string. Process BQ string UDF, and then so that's our okay. Same thing here. We're gonna give it an alias same as above. Comment IDs. Okay, and that should do the trick for that part. All right, cool. I feel better if I also looked at the comment positions, because those were giving us a lot of difficulty. So we're going to add that as a test. Positions should contain the same element as comment position. I think we got a, okay, looks like a 5 and 5. Comment position 13. Comment position 19. For the sake of the test, I'm gonna original position is going to be 20 in this one, just so that we're validating that we haven't swapped the two of them around. All right. Cool. That looks like it works fine. So that's great. We're gonna get rid of this Finland, and that's good. Okay. So what do we do today? Okay. Git commit jam update how we read in the input data, the input comment data to use a specified schema, extract the commit IDs correctly, and handle the string type returned from the BQ JSON dump. That's good. Oh yeah, and update the issue data fetcher CSV loader to use header as before. Okay. So, oh, and we'll have to do a force with these. Git push force with lease. God damn it. Time. Git checkout dash b predict pr comment f. Checkout dash b work on bql dumps p2 git push. And I'll go and reconcile them later. Okay, anyways, I'll reconcile my Git history offline. Thanks for joining me. We can see the wonderful fun that is just, updating to use some different data types so that we can get some more information in our machine learning pipeline. Most of it is not very glamorous, but that's the joys of just tons and tons of ETL. So thanks for joining me today. I'll keep working on this, probably a little bit offline, and I'll do some more updating too online as well, and then hopefully at some point we'll be able to train a new model and get better results than the first time we did this back in January. So thanks for joining me. Have a lovely day.